Pharmacological treatments, including psychostimulants, have been approved for over 60 years for the treatment of ADHD. A large number of studies demonstrated the short and medium-term efficacy of pharmacological treatments. These studies have led to a progressive increase of the prescription in Europe, North America, and Asia over the last 30 years. Today, it is estimated that in the population below 18 years old, between 0.5 and 6% of the children and adolescents take psychopharmacological treatment for ADHD, depending from the country and the healthcare system. This percentage decreases in adults, and it is in adolescents from the age of 15 onwards that the rate of discontinuation of the treatment is greatest in people with ADHD. This is probably due to the perception of side effects, which are more obvious for adolescents than for children, and perhaps to a feeling of lesser effectiveness, but also to a feeling of stigmatization linked to mental health issues. This feeling of fear of stigmatization leads to not liking taking the medication or deciding that treatment is not or no longer necessary. Although, of course, treatment is not simply a matter of taking a pharmacological treatment. Numerous studies and meta-analyses show that approved medication have a significant effect on the reduction of the central core symptoms of ADHD, whether it be inattention, impulsivity, or hyperactivity. But drug treatment also have a significant effect on the negative consequences of ADHD, such as accidents, whether traffic accidents or domestic accidents, acts that can lead to criminal consequences, substance abuse. Finally, they improve the academic functioning of the affected person. If the short-term effects are obvious and plead for pharmacological treatment in children and adults, since they lead to a decrease in the difficulty encountered, the long-term effects are less obvious. The reasons for this are not yet fully understood, but could be due to a decrease in the effectiveness of the medication over time, or a lack of adjustment of the dose from childhood to adulthood while they increase their weight. Finally, it is also possible that this decrease in the efficacy is linked to biases related to the design of the studies that have investigated this specific question. It can therefore be said today that medication is particularly effective in the treatment of inattention, hyperactivity, and impulsivity, as well as on a certain number of negative outcomes in the short term, and perhaps also in the longer term. In any case, pharmacological treatment represents an opportunity in conjunction, of course, with the other elements of therapeutic management to promote adjustment and the implementation of strategies likely to reduce the negative impact of ADHD. It can therefore be said today that it really represents an opportunity, a pivot in the adjustment of the ability of the person with ADHD to regain his or her skills. However, the path that leads to the decision to take medication is also the path that leads to the meeting with those around them, like family members, friends, therapists, and also the information on the internet. In his or her choice, the person with ADHD will obtain a certain number of correct information on pharmacological treatment, but also a certain amount of false information that is currently conveyed. In the next video with David Coghill, professor in child and adolescent psychiatry and ADHD expert, we will review some of the statements often made and what the real basis is.